Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Ever since the introduction of the Prius, Toyota has been the league leader in hybrids, fielding an impressive roster of gas-electric models. In EVs, however, Toyota has mostly been content to watch from the stands, excepting a couple of seasons in the minors, with the RAV4 E V sold in California in 1997 and again in 2011. Now, finally, Toyota is stepping up to the plate with the Bz4X, an EV that will be sold nationwide. It's a cautious effort that doesn't swing for the fences. Although the name would appear to be the result of a product planner pounding a fist on a keyboard, Toyota says BZ stands for Beyond Zero Emissions, the 4 indicates the vehicle's size, and X denotes its SUV body style. Before we get into further details, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Again, the Bz4X is similarly sized to the RAV4, but, specifically, the electric SUV's wheelbase is 6.3 inches longer at 112.2 inches. Pushing the wheels to the chassis corners combined with a roof that's 2 inches shorter, 65.0 inches, makes the Bz4X appear significantly longer than the RAV4, despite actually only being 3.7 inches longer overall, 184.6 inches. Surprisingly, the Bz4X's ride height remains within a quarter inch of its sibling, retaining 8.1 inches of ground clearance. The vehicle that lives within those dimensions is an odd-looking but not unappealing one, with a design that blends sharp angles with organic curves, a flat-faced, hammerhead front end with a large panel where the grille should be, and, the most controversial bit, large, contrasting black fenders. It's a strange bird at first blush, but closer inspection reveals that the design actually doesn't depart too far from the aesthetic of the RAV4 or Lexus NX, especially when paired with a dark hue like my example's heavy metal silver that emphasizes the fender's contrast. The biggest difference between the 2023 Bz4X and its Pleiades-badged sibling is that the Toyota is available in both front-wheel and all-wheel drive flavors, where the Subaru can only be had with the latter. The front drive configuration mates a 71.4 kWh battery pack with a 150 kW electric motor on the front axle to produce 201 horsepower and 196 pound-feet of torque. Expect up to 252 miles of estimated range in the Bz4X's lighter XLE configuration or 242 miles with the limited specs extra amenities. Heavy-footed drivers will find a respectable 7.1 seconds 0 to 60 miles per hour time. With an 80 kilowatts motor on each axle, the all-wheel driven Bz4X outputs a total of 214 HP and 248 pounds-foot of torque. 0 to 60 mph sprints are shortened to 6.5 seconds, but range also steps down to 228 miles for XLE and 222 miles for limited grades. Interestingly, this spec uses a different 72.8 kWh battery pack. Toyota chose a different supplier for this configuration with a slightly different chemistry, resulting in the 1.4 kWh difference. Of course, the Bz4X will be cross-shopped with the Kia EV6, which cruises for 310 miles or 274 miles, respectively, in its rear and all-wheel drive configurations when equipped with its similarly sized long-range battery pack. In a world where range is king, the Toyota comes up woefully short. The 2 battery packs also charge at different peak DC fast charging speeds. The 71.4 kWh pack can reach up to 150 kilowatts, while the 72.8 kWh pack speed is limited to 100 kWh. Either way, owners are looking at approximately an hour to fast charge from 20% to 80% at an appropriately powerful station via the CCS connection. Twist the dial-type shift knob to D and punch the accelerator and the Bz4X punches slightly above its stated specs. Like most EVs, this is due to the instantaneous and linear application of torque, rather than building power to a crescendo. Around town, when pulling away from traffic lights, passing or merging, the SUV feels more responsive and zippy than its on-paper numbers imply. The crossover's ride is soft, noticeably softer than the competition from Kia and Ford, but not sloppy or vague. Squat and dive on launch and braking feel nicely controlled, though I notice the body lean in the corners. At both highways and parking lot speeds, the steering remains predictable and easy, if not also a touch numb. It's not the most fun to drive ride in this class, but it's an easy and comfy commuter. The Bz4X boasts nearly an inch more headroom, 38.6 inches, and legroom, 42.1 inches, than the RAV4 on the first row. However, backseat passengers lose about 2 inches of head and legroom, 37.1 and 35.3 inches, respectively, to the Bz4x's more steeply sloped roof. There are 27.7 cubic feet worth of cargo capacity behind the seats, or 25.8 cubes with the upgraded JBL audio system subwoofer, which is around 10 cubic feet short of RAV4. Toyota doesn't currently state the Bz4x's folded flat cargo volume. The main infotainment display is the same 12.3-inch Toyota audio multimedia system with "Hey Toyota" hot word detection that debuted on the new Tundra, but where the pickup has a chunky volume knob, the Bz4x disappointingly makes do with small volume buttons. For the most part, this is a well-organized and responsive menu system. However, parts of the interface are perhaps too simplified, which can make it easy to overlook some commonly accessed features. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are standard via wireless connectivity or the single USB Type-A media port in the center console. The 2023 Toyota Bz4x starts at $43,215 for the base single-motor XLE, including the $1,215 but before any federal or state EV tax incentives. Add $2,080 for dual-motor all-wheel drive. That's all there is for today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave us with your valuable feedback if you found this video interesting. Stay tuned to our channel till the next video, and until then, see you soon.